Donnie keeps on entering and not entering. There he is.
Are we live already?
We're live already.
Amazing.
You
Okay.
got a joke you have to tell me.
Oh my gosh, to say a joke live, it's so crazy, so much pressure.
So much pressure.
No, so this joke, do you know this guy, Rabbi Ami Hirsch? Have you heard of him?
Sounds kind of familiar.
A former rabbi in New York City.
Hashem Yirachem.
And he's like, I think he gained some publicity, I think, because I saw him on from Twitter.
Hashem Yirachem, a reform rabbi from Twitter.
He spoke about October 7th and the reform movement's response to it. And he did a lot of self-critique and self-reflection about the movement. So it was very interesting.
Okay.
But what do you call it? So he said this joke in one of his I think one of his Yom Kippur speeches this year. The advantage is that it gets recorded.
Hold on, Reform has Yom Kippur?
Yeah, and one of the I think it's Reform, maybe it's conservative. I'm not sure which one. Because since I'm a yeshiva guy, I don't know the difference. But basically, but the nice touch is that it gets recorded. The Yom Kippur speeches in my shul don't get recorded, which is good. So he said this joke. Oh my gosh, you're dying of laughter.
That killed me. Okay, yeah.
It's a nice touch. It really is.
It's a nice touch, yeah.
So he said this joke.
So the Jews who keep Yom Kippur can actually hear the jokes too. That's the important part.
Correct. It was beautiful. I got to hear this whole speech. It was a big schus. So he said this line. He said that what do you call it? He said that there was a couple in his synagogue that they're like militant atheists, and they sent their son to. He said it was called Trinity High School in New York City.
Okay.
And a month went by, the first month of school, and the father said to the son, "So how's it going? Like, what's going on at school? How's it going?" So he starts telling him about the different subjects, and he said, "Oh, Dad, they talked about the Trinity. The Trinity is, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit."
Yeah.
And his father gets red in the face, and he grabs him by the shoulders, and he says, "Son, there's only one God, and we don't believe in him."
Yeah, I've heard variations of that. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
When I heard the joke, do you know Slavoj Žižek? Are you familiar with him?
Oh, guys here in Los Angeles were trying to get us together to go watch him, and I'm like, I'm not paying $80 for tickets to watch him slobber all over us.
Wait, he was there. You were able to see. You could have saw him live.
Well, apparently two of them went, and it was sold out, so they had to go do something else.
Wow, I would love to see Žižek in real. I think Žižek.
Why?
Because I'm fascinated by Žižek. The way he thinks, it's unbelievable.
He's actually very intelligent.
That is a classic Žižek joke, because that's the classic. I don't even know. I feel like if I would actually meet Žižek in person and tell him that joke, he would be thrilled about it.
I am pretty sure he's heard that joke.
Could be, but you see why that's a perfect Žižek. It's
it is definitely a Žižek joke. It is definitely a Žižek joke. Yes.
Yeah,
correct. So, yes,
there you go.
Okay, so I spent the last half hour, some of which I was listening to a Orthodox Rabbanit do Daf Yomi, trying to figure out this Em LaMikra, Em LaKriya thing.
Wait, did you go to the Rabbanit because it's AIM? You wanted to hear the feminine?
No, because I figured if it's on YouTube, Daf Yomi, the Rabbanit is probably going to do the best presentation, and I was right.
Right.
Anyway, I found this Wikipedia page, which pretty much explains it. I mean, I don't know if you want to go through it, but
sure.
Yeah. Okay, so Wikipedia says,
Zuck the Wikipedia.
Zokt Harav Hagadol Hagain Wikipedia. Em LaMasoret ve'em LaMikra hen shtei צורות לימוד המופיעות בגמרא, ללמוד ההלכה מתוך Pesukei HaTanach. So these are two ways of understanding how to learn halacha in the Gemara. היא דרך פרשנית הגורסת שניתן לדרוש את הפסוקים גם על פי מסורת הכתיב, right? So what is this Masoret that we're talking about? The Masoret is how to spell the things in the Torah, because this is something you had to learn from before, right? It's not you're just reading the Torah, it's how to spell it, which is something which had to be handed down from person to person. בעוד המחזיקים בשיטת אם למקרא, מפרשים ודורשים את הכתוב להתבסס על מסורת הקריאה בלבד. But those who say יש אם למקרא, right? They're the ones who say, no, we don't go according to how words are spelled. We go only according to how we read them. שאלת אם למסורת או אם למקרא שנויה במחלוקת בין התנאים, right? This is a Tanaitic, already in the times of the Mishnah, מחלוקת, ובמקומות שונים מזהה התלמוד מחלוקות הלכתיות שונות כאלו התלויות בשאלת אם למסורת ואם למקרא. So, and certain machlokot in the Talmud, they're based on this. Dugmaot lamachloket. So it talks about our page here. So the examples of this disagreement. Di'un umispar dugmaot lamachloket zu mofi'im betalmud bavli b'masachet Sanhedrin. It shows up in our page here on Daf Daled Amud Aleph. It gives us the example. התלמוד שם מביא את דברי רבי יצחק בר יוסף, שמנה 5 מקורות התנאים, בהם מסתמכים התנאים על יש אם למקרא. Right? So in these 5 examples, these 5 sides, the Tana says that the reason is יש אם למקרא. בהמשך אותה סוגיה בתלמוד מופיעים מקורות התנאים נוספים התלויים בדיון זה. 2 מהמחלוקות המובאות בתלמוד מודגמות בטבלה זו. And this is a table that they made, which shows very conveniently, but doesn't look very nice on my channel, on my screen, when it's at 400. But here's the table. Yeah, and I found this table actually kind of better than my normal understanding.
This is a real Shulchan Aruch.
Literally Shulchan Aruch. Yeah. And apparently there's apparently a machloket with Rabbi Yonasan Eibshitz on whether or not lahalacha we go yesh em lamikra or yesh em lakriya, and apparently everybody other than Rabbi Eibshitz says yesh em lamasoret.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, at least according to Rabbeinu Wikipedia.
And this is perfect week because this is about Sukkot. So this is perfect.
Perfect, I tell you.
You see how I'm struggling? You see how I'm trying so hard to say Sukkot and not say Sukkos? Do you see how hard I'm struggling?
Sukkos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've got me. I mean, I said Rav Yonasan Eibshitz instead of saying Rav Yohanatan. Yeah. Yehonatan Eibshitz.
Oh my God.
Yainison. Hey, you're gonna make me an Ashkenazi out of me yet.
Terrible.
Okay, so Daf Daled Amud Aleph, Amar Rabbi Yitzchak Bar Yosef.
Let me open this up, see if it still exists in my Gemara. Daled Amud Aleph. Where is that?
Very beginning, first line, after the dot.
Oh, okay. Who's reading?
I can read.
Go for it.
Amar Rabbi Yitzchak Bar Yosef, Amar Rabbi Yochanan, Rebbe veRabbi Yehuda ben Roetz, uBeit Shammai veRabbi Shimon, veRabbi Akiva kulahu svira lahu yesh em lemikra. Rebbe had amrinan. Right. So this that we said regarding the Yarshil,
Right.
Rabbi Yehuda ben Roetz, the Tanya, sha'alu talmidim et Rabbi Yehuda ben Roetz, akra ani shvu'ayim yechol or shivim yechol. Right. So one of his talmidim said, I could read this 70 instead of 2 weeks.
Right.
Tehe yoledet nekeva netamea shivim, right? So,
right,
because of how I could say that she's going to be impure for 70 days when she has a baby girl.
Right.
Amar lahem tima v'tihar b'zachar v'tima v'tihar b'nekeva. Ma kishetihar b'zachar b'nekeva kiflaim. Kishetima b'zachar b'nekeva kiflaim. Right. So since we have it talks about when she becomes, so there's 2 periods. There's the period of her impurity, and then there's the period in which she has to wait in order to become pure, right? Mm-hmm. And since the time that it takes her to become pure is as giving birth a girl is twice as long as the time it would take by a male. So same thing, it's shvu'ayim, it's 2 weeks, it's not shivim, it's not 70 days. Can I get the week that it would take that she's impure by a boy? Yeah.
So he's saying I know just by definition of making the comparison to know it means 2 weeks and not 70. Just logically.
Yeah. Lachar sheyatsu, right? After they walked out, yatsa machzir achreim. He ran after them. Amar lahem iatem zakukim lachach. And you don't even have to use the svara of mine. Shvu'ayim karinan v'yesh em lemikra. Says when we read it in the synagogue, we say shvu'ayim, we don't say shivim.
Right.
Right. Everybody, when they read it, they read it shvu'ayim. Right. So,
I think it's so interesting, like in Gemara, about it, how like in the Talmud you see like this whole paragraph is very like boring and also very like detailed halachically of like what the law is and how does it work and how do you learn it. But in the midst of it, there's like a story going on where they asked the rabbi and then he gave him an answer and then when they went back, like it's interesting there's like if you like pay attention, you see like the liveliness of it, that it's like a real conversation and being recorded as such.
So as much as I hate to say David is right about anything, I'm joking.
Yeah.
David says that he thinks of the entirety of the New Testament as kind of certainly the letters of Paul as midrash, right? He thinks of them as kind of like Talmudic text, right? And for me, like one of the lines of Paul that always killed me was he says, "Oh, by the way, I left my jacket in so-and-so's house, so next time you come, please bring it." Right?
Okay.
And that's like
a pasuk. That's like
it's a pasuk in their Bible.
Okay. No, I don't know anything about the New Testament, so it's interesting to me. Okay.
Yeah, no, but like for me, it's like, okay, this isn't a pasuk, right?
Right.
Okay, if in the Gemara it says that Ma'aseh Rabbi
more midrashic than
yeah,
it's very interesting.
Yeah, but like here, like after they left, he's like, Aina atam zakukim lakach, right? It's like he forgot his jacket, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. אתן לך, ויש למקרה. בית שמאי, the Tana and Beit Shammai אומרים, כל הניתנים על המזבח החיצון, שנתן במתנה אחת כיפר, right? So the outer altar, as long as there was a single drop of blood, right? That's enough. שנאמר ודם זבחיך ישפך. ובחטאת, שתי מתנות. But regarding the korban chatat, it requires giving twice. ובית הלל אומרים, אף בחטאת, שנתן במתנה אחת כיפר. Beit Hillel says, no, one is fine. Va'amar Rav Huna, my time, the Beit Shammai. So Rav Huna is explaining, okay, so we have this machloket, Beit Hillel and Beit Shammai. What's the reason? Kranot, hare kan shesh. Right? So since it says in the Bible, kranot, right? 3 times. You have 6. Arba lemitzvah, v'shtayim la'akev.
Right.
Because the 4 is how you actually do it, and 2 more to tell you that if at least these 2 weren't done, it's not kosher. Beit Hillel omrim kranot karnat harekan arba, right? Since it's spelled without a vav twice, which we got into a whole question of whether or not it is spelled with or without a vav.
Let's get into it because we haven't. The point there is something off about this Gemara, and we have to look into it at a different time. But there's something.
We're going Bekias. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Shloshon lemitzvah, v'achat la'akev.
Yeah.
Ve'ema kulahu lemitzvah. Kapara. B'ktei lo ashkechan. I have no idea what those words mean.
So the Gemara asks, "Ve'ema kula mitzvah." Why doesn't? Oh, interesting. Meaning you have 4. Meaning according to Beis Hillel, where you have Kronos, where you have 2 plus 1 plus 1, you have 4. Why does he say the mitzvah is 4? How does he know it's 3 for mitzvah and 1 to be ma'akev? Right.
Right.
So he says kapara bichdi lo ashkechan. Oh, okay. So I didn't realize what la'akev means. Wait a second. Let's say, looking at Rashi, let's say Beis Hillel, all 4 for a mitzvah. Takul tzrichi lemechtav mitzvah. Ve'ikav dechada minalahu. Ema av bishlo nasan klum kiper. So saying why not? Maybe Beis Hillel believes even without any, you'll still have that kapara. Meaning you need to do 4 to be yotze the mitzvah, but if you're done, you still get the kapara. Bichli below klum, lo ashkechan. You don't have that kapara without any.
Yeah, if he doesn't do anything, yeah.
Correct, right.
Yeah, I'm a kulahu lemitzvah kapara b'ktei lo ashkechan. Okay,
right.
Okay, I think I get it.
That's why he's saying it's 3 and 1 because he there's no such thing as 4 and. I just don't understand what do you get when you do it properly? You get the mitzvah and the
It's l'chatchila and b'diavad.
That's how I kind of understood. Okay, so there's a l'chatchila b'diavad.
Yeah, it's l'chatchila b'diavad.
Right.
Okay. Reb Shimon, the Tanya shtayim kehilchatan v'shlishit afilu tefach. Right. This is the famous Gemara in Sukkot, which you loved so much. Right.
I love it.
Reb Shimon Omer shlosh kehilchatan v'revi'it afilu tefach. Right. So the difference is we have this halacha Moshe Sinai, right? That the last one can be just a tefach, right? But Rabbi Shimon says it has to be 3 in the 4th one, right? Yeah. B'mai kamiflagi, what did they disagree? Rabbanan Savre yesh em lemsoret, v'Rab Shimon Savar yesh em lemikra. Rabbanan Savre yesh em lemsoret, besukot, uh, besukot, right? The first two don't have the vavs. Harekan arba. Dal chad kra lagufe, right? Because it says Sukkot, the first two can be read individually, and the last one it has to be two, so that's four, right? And
you know what dal means?
Yeah, it means less than.
Right.
Literally, it means poor.
Right. Poor, right? It's my initials also Donnie Lerman. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's why you're so poor. I get it.
Exactly.
Legufe.
Legufe. So you remove one for the mitzvah itself, right?
Yeah.
And then pashulu tlat. So you're
two, yeah.
Right.
Pashula tlat.
Yeah.
Right. So it has to have three, and so one of them they ata hilchata grata l'shlishit, right? And the halacha comes and tells you the third one can be a tefach. The ukimta a tefach. That takes it and says that it can be by the Reb Shimon Savar besukot, because that's how we read it. Harekan shesh dal chad kra lagufe, right? So that's 6. You take one for the mitzvah itself.
Right.
Pashulahu arba. So how does that become 4?
Because it's the full. You have to take one for itself, meaning the full word of sukkos, which is 2. It's a little confusing. You have to remove one.
You end up with 5, but
you end up with 4. Because
that one is the thing. That
one is 2. Each one equals 2. So if you remove one, you're 6 minus 4.
I see.
Which one is 2? Sorry.
Yeah. Pashulahu arba atai hilchata grata l'revi'it v'kumta atefach. Okay.
Right. And I also want to say that Rashi says here that when we say hilchasa grata l'revi'it atefach, it's specifically referring to halacha Moshe Missinai.
Yeah.
Which is just fat. It's so. This is again like.
That's a given that there's a halacha Moshe Missinai that the final wall you can do with a tefach.
Correct, but this is what's I think so fascinating. Like we see so many times in like, and I'm specifically trying to speak cynically to make a point. Yeah. And I don't agree with necessarily what I'm saying, but like the rabbis can do so many acrobatic moves to basically, in a way, and I know this is going to sound heretical, but like basically to bend the Torah however they want to bend it in a sense, and like make these crazy drushas, so to speak. But then here they're like, no, we can't make a drasha. This is halacha Moshe Sinai. There's no drasha here to make. This is something that was passed down, and that to me is just so fascinating. Like, it just kind of shows you the kind of like the different levels there are, and it makes me so curious. Like, what is that this is like? Oh, there's no drasha, and this is just like we just got this from God. Like, it's like almost stronger than like a drasha, you know?
So, okay, I'll tell you this story. I remember I was once talking to somebody about Ashkenazi and Sephardi.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm saying Sephardim don't really wear a talis katan very often. I mean, for a very long time, they didn't really wear a talit katan.
Yeah.
And the person I was talking to was like, but how's that possible? Because how do unmarried young men say Shema in the morning and kiss their tzitzis?
Yeah.
And before I thought of the answer, I was like, but this is how it's been done. I know that how it's been done. So it doesn't matter what your reasoning is.
Right.
Like, the fact is, most Sephardim never wore a talis katan. Right? And the fact is that in a Sephardic shul, I mean, I've never been married. I wear a talis. gadol,
right.
And Sephardim generally wear a talus gadol, right? So like it works out.
Yeah.
That you kiss your tzitzis on like whether you should wear a talus katan when you're not married, But ultimately it works out because like you kiss your tzitzis when you say Shema in the morning.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that's it's same thing. Like this is something that's like practically done.
Right.
So it's got to work out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Lance. Thanks for joining.
Hello, Lance. Should I put on my glasses and see what Lance said? Lance says, "Good afternoon, Donnie and Jacob." Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Okay. Rabbi Akiva the Tanya. Rabbi Akiva Omer Minayin L'Revit Dam Sheyatza Mishnei Meitim Shemetame Ba'ohav. Right. So we know that you require a revit, a certain amount of blood from a corpse, in order to, which makes a building be impure.
Right, what's it called? Tumas oil, right? Like
tumas oil. Yeah. We call it tumas oil, but it's really a building. But oil means tent. But how do you know that you can add like a revi'it, which is from two different corpses, still counts, right? Shnema al kol nefashot met, right? Says because all of the dead souls, lo yavo shtei nefashot v'shur achad, right? So it's telling you that that even two different bodies two different souls shouldn't come together and make one measure of blood. V'rabbanan nafshot katif. So it doesn't have the vav, right? Matkif la Rab Acha bar Yaakov. This
is now a separate point. So now we're going to another.
Okay, so
no, it's not a separate.
It can't be. It's matkifle.
We're asking a question though, meaning that concluded the part about the maze. That concluded running through everyone that believes yesh aim limbasora.
Oh, so the matkif is going all the way back to Dayanim.
It's going all the way back to everyone that believes in Yeshem Lamasoras. He's going to ask.
So the goof of the discussion.
Correct. Okay.
So I bought a Penguin Talmud.
What does that mean?
You know Penguin Classics?
Yeah, of course. So what's a
Penguin? They have Talmud.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted to see what it's like.
Is it a good read?
The Mavo, the introduction was actually interesting. I read the introduction.
That was the best part.
Yeah. But so the way they did it is they indent the Talmud, and in certain places they've even changed the order of how the argument goes. So he has one little bit of every chapter.
Right.
From every tractate. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's interesting. I haven't read it all. I don't know how much of it I'm going to read, but I read the Mavo and I read a little bit of it. It's interesting.
Nice.
Okay. Matkifle. Where were we? Matkifle.
Is there anyone that could possibly not agree of Yeshem Lemikra? Right? Go for it.
Yeah. Vatanya bechelev imo, right? So actually the Samaritans they don't have shawarma because they read it bechelev instead of bechalav imo. Or is it the Karaites? I think it's the Samaritans. Yechol bechelev, right? Instead of milk, I could say it's chalev, it's fat.
Right.
Amrat yesh em lemikra. But the answer is that no, that's how we read it. Ela the kula alma yesh em lemikra.
Oh, no way. So it changes it.
What do you mean?
Meaning that was like a checkmate situation. Then we say, Ella, you're right. The Kuli Alma Yesh Mikra. Everyone agrees Yesh Mikra based off of this.
On Chelef. Yeah.
Okay. But Rabbi Rabban, and then we're going to say that no. The way that's not how.
So we have to go back and say even the ones which we said that they disagreed because of Em Lamikra, no, even they have to agree with Em Lamikra.
Yeah, we would have to like everyone that said Yeshem and Masoras is, I don't know, that's really interesting. Because like what about like the machlokas about the sukkahs? Like is according to this
more Beit Shammai and Beit Hillel? I mean, when you're talking about giving like those are whole whatchamacallit, whole schools.
Correct. Yeah. So, but Rabbi Rabban, they were arguing about this. Rabbi Savar Yeshua Elokim Achrini, Rabban Savar Yeshua Dehaith. So Rabbi holds that when it says Yeshua Elokim Achrini, says Rashi Lavad Me Elohim Ha'amor Lamala Be'ina Tarti Ulamala Dumi Delamata Hare Dalid. Oh.
Because it says Elohim, it has to be plural.
Lamala Dumya de Lamata Hari Dalid. I don't know what this means.
I'm just wondering if somebody's going to have to go back and do that whole whatchamacallit over again. I mean, if we're going to say Lekula Alma Yeshem Lamikra,
it could be its opinion of this one Shita, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's weird. But also, Kuli Alma is a very strong language. I assume it's meant that way when people say Kuli Alma, like the whole world. You know, like I assume it's meant literally.
I mean, here it seems like it might just be the machloket here regarding Dayanim, because it's not going back all the way through Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Akiva and stuff.
Right. Maybe we'll get to that. Yeah, we will. We're gonna get to that.
Really, we're gonna end up going through all of the.
Yeah, go back. That's hysterical.
Oh wow! Oof.
That's hysterical. What the heck?
Hysterical.
That's wild.
This Gemara is gonna kill us, isn't it? Okay.
Every Gemara ultimately is supposed to kill you. That's the goal.
Break your head every single day. Yeah.
I don't understand this. How it's saying you should look at Achrini Lavad Me Elohim Amar Lamala Beina Tarti Ulamala Dumya Delamata Hari Dalad. You have 4 because you're saying the first one is plural and the second one is plural, so you have 4 in total. But how does that help?
Because there's 3. So because it says Elokim, 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 right? And if each one is double, right? Even if you say the first one is Lagufe, right?
Right.
The next 2 are double, so you're going to end up with at least 4 according to Rabbi Yehuda.
Oh no, the way I'm seeing here in Art Scroll, it's saying
Art Scroll. Feh.
He's saying we can assume that the same expression Elohim appearing earlier in the verse also denotes two judges. Moreover, Rebbe takes the two occurrences of Elohim to refer to two different sets of judges. Hence, 4 judges are indicated in this verse, and since a court cannot be even, a total of 5 judges is necessary.
Yeah, like we said.
Oh, okay. And then how do we understand the so okay. And the difference for the next opinion is that if you believe one Elohim is referring to one, essentially, and one Elohim is referring to two.
Yeah, because the one that says Yarshi. Hold on, but we said everybody agrees to what you call it, Yashem Lamikra.
Correct. But they're saying Elohim refers to. They agree Yershiyun is two, but they think that Elohim means one.
Rabbanan Svare Yarshion Dehech.
Yeshua Elohim Elohim Abrakan Ulolam.
They're not darshaning Yarshion. They're darshaning Elohim.
Oh, the Yershiyun is going on both Elohims. That's how they're saying it, I think. So the Yershiyun on the plural is going on the two mentioned.
Yeah. That's why it's plural, is because it's going on both of them.
Right. Yeah.
I see. The Hech Lahai. Yeah. Okay. Rabbi Yehuda ben Roetz, Lo Pligi Rabbanan Ale. Right? So when we talk about whether it's a week or 2 weeks, nobody disagrees with him. It was his students who were asking. There was no disagreement. There's nobody who says that she's going to be Tamesh Shivim.
Right, but he said though. What did he say? He said
he was explaining to his students. So there's nobody who disagrees with him.
But he was saying Yeshem Lamikra though, right?
Yeah, he was, but there's nobody who disagrees with him.
Got it. Okay, perfect. So we can move on to the next person.
Yeah. Lo pligi Rabbanan Ale. Beit Hillel the Tanya v'kfar mipnei hadin v'halo dinhu ne'emar damim lamata v'ne'emar damim lamala ma damim ha'amorim lamata shenatnan b'matana achat kiper af damim ha'amorim lamala shenatan b'matana achat kiper. Yeah. So they're giving a whole different drasha of why Hillel, he wasn't Beit Hillel wasn't actually darshaning the Yesh Em LaMasoret.
Yeah.
He was he has a different svara, which is since there it's one requires one, also here it requires one.
Yeah.
After Lamala Shnatan b'matana achat kiper. Oh, kulcha lederech zu ne'emar damim b'chutz ne'emar damim bifnim ma damim ha'amorim bifnim chisar achat mematanot la asa v'lo klum af damim ha'amorim b'chutz chisar achat mematanot la asa klum.
Right.
So they're darshaning. He's darshaning from the outside altar to the inside altar, right? It's not a matter of what it's written.
Right.
Nira lemi dome danin chutz mechutz ve'ein danin chutz mipnim, right? But to the person who would say that you cannot learn from the outer altar to the inner altar. Oh, kulcha l'derech zu danin chatat. You could say either that all of the sin offerings, v'dalad karnot michatat ba'arba karnot. So since there are four four corners of the altar for a sin offering.
Yeah.
Va'arba karnot va'al yochiach zeh she'ein chatat, right?
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be able to learn. I guess it's not a chatat offering inside. Va'arba kanot Talmud lomar v'kafar kafar kafar mipnei din kiper afa pisha lo natan ela shlosha kiper afa pisha lo natan ela shtayim kiper afa pisha lo natan ela achat. That's a really long Gemara.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Rashi says. The kiper. Beseir nasi ube seira diyachid ube kivsa diyachid kativ umashma desagi bekapara chat kedem mafarish. Mivnei hadin hutzruchu lichtiv kulan dei lo have kativi have mitna medina lekulahu matanot ma'akve. I would have thought that if you didn't do all of them, it wouldn't be good. Sheachol lo garsina. So he actually takes the word sheachol out.
Well, the Gemara structured it was saying that we need to do v'chiper, v'chiper, v'chiper. That's the first step of the Gemara.
Yeah.
And then the Gemara then says, v'halodinhu, we don't need to say it 3 times. We can actually just come up with it logically. Nemar damim lamata, v'demar damim lamala. Ma dam hamur lamata, shenasim matana achas kiper. Just like when we have... what does Lamal Lamata even mean here, actually? What have we been talking about?
I think it means that outer altar and the inner altar.
Or is it like the upper? I thought...
Well, I mean, in the Torah itself,
the lower.
First it talks about the Mizbech HaChitzon, I'm guessing.
Right,
Maybe we should pull out
the altar separating the top half from the bottom half. The blood of most sacrifices... Olasham Hashem is applied below this line. The blood of Achatas, however, is applied above the line. Since the Torah commands that the blood of Achatas be applied to the Kronos, the horn laid on the top of the altar. Interesting.
What does Rabbi Art Scroll say?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Nemar Davin Lamata.
Rashi at the end of that long Gemara Shenat Nube Matana Achat Kiper. Lashon acher lamata beparsha tachtona vayikra be'ashamot kativi. Lashon emtzai ikar.
This is gonna take a long time to get through. We can start with this next time, maybe. It's gonna take forever.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We
Also,
didn't
you
do
just look up the psukim and like go through what this is even talking about.
Yeah, because I don't know the all the different korbanot.
Yeah.
Did you watch David's Yom Kippur stream?
No, I didn't. Should I watch it?
Yeah, it might be worth.
I can't.
Especially with
I'm having trouble with my YouTube channel. I actually texted David today to send me like for some reason my YouTube channel is like not showing me a lot of these videos. I don't know why. My YouTube, not my channel, my app.
algorithm.
I don't know why I'm not like today. I was trying to find a conversation with David and Neil, and I couldn't find it. It was the weirdest thing.
Well, I mean, with the tiny channels, they don't show up in the.
Oh, but even when I went to the channel, it wouldn't show up, and it wasn't pulling it up. It was really weird.
Mm.
Like when I go to Neil's channel, it shows no videos. Doesn't make any sense. I don't understand it.
YouTube's probably shadow banning all of us.
Probably.
YouTube hates us. It's because we're all part of the extremist group. Paul Vanderklay is starting with and his own PVK Antifa.
Okay, let's continue this. We'll continue this next time. This piece.
Okay. Yeah. So he went through a bunch of stuff about the temple and Yom Kippur, and yeah. I never paid much attention to the korbanos, honestly.
You have to sacrifice a lot to pay attention to it.
Okay, we're ending the stream.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, Mr. Man, that is the end of the stream. Good night, people.